I think we can all agree that the last episode was a bit of a weird one because I didn't win a single game in the 2 live comms that I did, and I still managed to secure survival. Wait, hold on, I managed to secure survival with Sunderland.
You want me, you want me, you want me, anytime you want me.
Yeah, but before we start celebrating, we have Southampton to play on the final day of the season, and that is a game that I definitely want to be winning because it's Southampton, and it's a team that I'm definitely not going to be losing to, even though I've lost to them already this season, but forget about that. In the last episode, we lost to Manchester United at home 1-0, and then bottled a 2-0 lead at home to Bournemouth, but that result against Bournemouth actually didn't make us safe from relegation. And basically I've played the reserves ever since, and we've drawn 2 games after that and then lost to Arsenal, which brings us into our final game against Southampton at home. But in terms of the league table, those draws and the defeat have left us in a pretty safe and solid 14th position in the league, and we can't really break into the top half anymore after dropping off. But I mean, 14th place with this Sunderland team, which were predicted to get relegated, is a pretty astonishing achievement. Although the only slight issue is that if I lose to Southampton and Burnley win their last game of the season, then they finish above me in the league, and then that becomes a problem. Well, a week or two after the Bournemouth game, Lee Cattermole came to me and asked if he could leave to pursue a new challenge, and I accepted. And then accepted a £6 million bid from Sporting Gijon, which sees Lee Cattermole leave at the end of the year. But leave your suggestions in the comments for players that I should look to sign, because obviously I've lost Lee Cattermole, who is one of my better midfielders, which doesn't say much. And before you suggest Tom Cleviesta, I've already tried to inquire about him, but Watford don't want to sell him, and he doesn't want to move to Sunderland. So I mean, my heart's not broken, but I mean, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I've also accepted an offer to tour Holland in pre-season due to the popularity of the club over there, although I feel like they've asked the other 19 clubs in the Premier League and they all rejected, and so they were left with me. But the 3 teams they've chosen to play us aren't even very good, so how does that help us? And anyway, we move into our last game of the season against Southampton at home, and I've decided in this game we're going to play a few of the reserve players because there's nothing really on the line except obviously finishing above Burnley. So in goal we have Mika, and he was on the bench for the last few months, but I thought he played pretty well when Pickford was injured, so why not let him play the last game of the year? We stick to a back 4, and Brian Oviedo plays at left back again because there's no change there. Billy Jones at right back, and Sobiec plays alongside Lamina Kone. And for the first time this season, Paddy McNair starts, and he plays alongside Rodrigo Battaglia in the middle with Barini and Januzaj on the wings. And finally, Nouri plays as the number 10 and Jermaine Defoe leads the line for us. And that's where I've cocked up. So Stuffy777 suggested in the last episode that I should start using Asoro, and I said I was going to unleash him in this episode, till I went to his page and then found out he was on international duty with the Ghana under-20s. So yeah, sorry about that. And obviously the bench is there, and I've put some of the stronger players on there this time, but I doubt I'm going to be using them in this episode, even though I do want to beat Southampton, but I doubt I'm going to be using them because the first 11 should be strong enough already. I mean, a win here and we could still finish up in 12th, which is a bit surprising, although West Brom have got Crystal Palace, so actually, I can't then. Well, I see Southampton are playing a very strong team, and they're playing a bit more defensive than we are. I think we have a chance. I back my boys. I always back my boys. But yeah, what a season it's been. I mean, I'm celebrating the fact that we finished 14th in the league, and I've somehow managed to scrape enough wins together to keep us up. And break the 40-point mark as well. In terms of what I want to achieve next season, I think 11th place would be pretty good, 10th and 9th maybe. I mean, I'm not aiming for Europe just yet, because I feel like the team still needs a bit more improvement. Although we are losing a few players next year, like Januzaj. I mean, that's 60 grand a week off the wage bill. And Barini makes it 1-0. I mean, I was distracted for a second now, too busy looking at the floor. But Barini heads it in from a Jermaine Defoe cross, and maybe Barini is the man. Well, Barini is on 80 grand a week, so I might have to get rid of him as well, actually. I need to free up a lot of this wage budget to, bring in some good players. I know I managed to keep Sunderland up, but this team are not good in any way. And obviously, I've got Jermaine Defoe's stats going down next year, so I've got to look forward to that as well. And Barini's had another shot saved. I mean, I've got the team playing free-flowing football now, and I would like to finish the season off with a Southampton defeat, so that would be nice. In terms of players I'm looking to sign, I mean, strikers are probably not the players I need at the moment. Midfielders, definitely I need a few more. Defenders, definitely a new left back, even though I've actually signed one. one. I forgot about that one. Maybe a new right back then, because Manquilo's going back, and I can't really rely on Billy Jones for the whole season. So all in all, I think the team isn't as bad as I thought it was. Obviously, cue episode 11, where I then say in November that I'm bottom of the league without a win all season. Well, I'll take that at half-time. Fabio Borini's goal separates us at the break, but, I mean, I don't want to lose, so we're just going to tell them not to get complacent. And I'm going to say to the midfield that you need to be doing better, because we're not doing that well. We're only winning 1-0. It's not actually the midfield's job to score, but the midfield should be doing better anyway. Well, Southampton just sent on Gabbiadini, and what a save by Mika. I mean, that is a world-class save from a world-class goalkeeper. I mean, I only have world-class players in my team. I mean, forget strengthening this side. I think we have enough for a title challenge next year. Yeah, if you want to know if anything's still happening, not really. I mean, I know the highlights going on in the background, but I doubt anyone's going to be scoring from here. See what I mean? No one was going to be scoring from here. Oh, Paddy McNair. Paddy McNair has scored on his full debut on the 38th game of the season from 25 yards. What the fuck is going on? Paddy McNair. I don't know what the... I mean, it's a fantastic shot. I don't know how... What? We're on the attack again, straight from kickoff. What? Oh, okay, maybe not. Every time I say that, we lose the ball. I mean, I doubt Southampton are going to score here. See what I mean? Like, I've jinxed them. They've lost. 2-0. Easy win. Easy win. Paddy McNair is probably one of the greatest midfielders I think I've ever seen. How has that gone in? Like, that wasn't even deflected, and Mika has dived so late for that. Like, Buffon plays in a Ward-Prowse, and then Ward-Prowse... Oh, okay, it was deflected. Okay, I'll give Mika that. Yeah, well, it wasn't that much of a deflection, but it still shouldn't have gone in. It's cut to the bit where Southampton has scored. Oh, we've scored. Okay, it's 3-1 to us now. Billy Jones has scored now. I mean, what is going on? I've got players scoring who don't normally score. I've got just a pie at the end of the season, and I've beaten Southampton. I mean, that's the main thing here, but I've beaten Southampton with two players who have never scored for me, scoring for me in the last day of the season. And Paddy McNair scoring a 25-yarder. Sorry, when has that ever happened? I suppose that's why I used to call him Paddy McNair Star. Well, that was it. 3-1 at home to Southampton. What a win, by the way, as well. And, yeah, I still don't know how I've done that. But a great way to end the season. We finished 13th because Crystal Palace won at West Brom. What a season. What a season this has been. So, if you've enjoyed this episode and this season, make sure you drop it a like. We may have a video tomorrow where we start season 2. I mean, pray for that because it could be a bit tight, but I'm hopeful, at least.